So what's going on, guys? My name is Violent. Welcome to GRIZZ Zombies. Today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty World War II, the new Call of Duty for 2017, coming out this November. That's right. We're going to be talking about everything that you need to know prior to this beta. As you know, pre-ordering online, the digital version right now is $60. So you can't just throw down $5. You're going to have to go to a GameStop in order to get those codes if you're going to want to do that. Maybe a Walmart, any sort of store that sells Call of Duty World War II. You can pick that sucker up, put $5 down, and then, yeah, you'll get beta codes for just that in itself, for the pre-order. But that in itself, just the pre-order, is how you're going to get into this private beta. It's not an open beta, so not all consoles are going to be welcomed in. It is a private beta. PC dates are still pending, so we don't even know when PC is going to be getting it. What's crazy is that Xbox and PS4, you know, it leads from the end of August into early September. It's got to be happening sometime in September, because that only leaves another month of October before the release, and I'm sure they're going to want to keep that month open just for marketing purposes alone. So I'm guessing that it's going to be happening sometime in September, probably towards the middle or end. There's no other way. In my head, I think PC will be getting it sometime around then. Now, something kind of interesting is if you get the Season Pass with the Digital Deluxe version, purchases receive the content's not final, and is subject to change. Interesting, right? It may not include all the downloadable content available for the game. This is the type of things we've been talking about. The Season Pass content may not be available in all countries. Maybe Germany, I don't know. The Digital Deluxe version here says the Season Pass should be downloaded from within the game itself, so note that it will be sold separately. It always is. But you have the potential to download it twice. Purchase it twice. So if you want to purchase it once, for sure, make sure you download it in the game itself in the store section. But that's all you need to know for pre-ordering, okay? Now we're going to talk about the real juicy stuff. The stuff that you came here for, what's going to be in the beta, and what is everything that we know so far. I know I don't stress this enough because I like to get right into the videos, but be sure to drop a like in this video, and if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. And let me know in the comments section that you're new and just subscribed, alright? Let's get right back into this. The pre-beta, everything that we know. We're going to get right into the 5 divisions, which replaces all the perk slots. So you may know of these perk slots that we've always been able to equip, and that's no longer the case. The 5 divisions start out with Infantry, which is the Assault Rifle class. We have Airborne, which is the Submachine class. We got Armored, which is the LMG class. We got Mountain, which is the Sniper class. And we got Expeditionary, which is the Shotgun class. These are all divisions that you'll be able to choose from. Now, each of these divisions has a subclass skill that can unlock via progression. Okay, the specific ones are the division skills and the training skills. So we have division training and division skills. Now, if we talk about division skills, that's mostly your attachment upgrades, okay? The division training is your perk and wild cards, and then you have your third tier, which is basic training. Now, we are talking about subclasses of your divisions, okay? So in these subclasses, you'll be able to change things and alter these attributes known as skills in your training, okay? So your skills are one thing, and the skills allow you to add somewhat of attachment upgrades, whether that be a bipod or a silencer to your weapon. It's integral, okay? So those are your skills. Now your training is the perks or the wild cards as we used to know it, the effects of like that. Those are your training. Now the most basic version of the division training is basic training, and those are universal perks, okay? So think of your basic training as the universal perk system that moves from division to division. So you got 5 divisions, and you're all gonna reach a certain level of training. That's your basic training. Now where you go from there and actually progress, it becomes your division training, where you get higher level perks and wild cards, okay? And your skills ultimately are the attachments like a silencer or a biopod being attached to your weapon. Now those are the skills. So now that we somewhat know of the subclasses and the divisions themselves, it really begs the question of customization, because that's what we all really want to know. We want to know how our characters are going to look and what supply drops are actually going to do. Are they going to screw us this year like they have the last 3 years, okay? From the company that introduced supply drops, we're now going to see if they can fix it. Well, it seems like they're gonna. All weapons and gear variants are cosmetic only. There's no stat-based variants in play, such as Advanced Warfare, if you ever played that game. direct path to earning these items through collection bounties. So it seems like we're going to have some sort of bounties happening in headquarters. Interesting. Now, talking about the daily mode on the menu that we saw, these collections will be offered, and so will collection bounties. These give a direct path to earn items through all MP modes in headquarter play. So, we will have something called collection bounties, and whether that plays a great role in the supply drop system, we shall see. But what it seems like is there's going to be weapons offered, maybe DLC weapons, that we can earn through these collection bounties. So we definitely can expect some sort of small variation of that when it comes to the beta, okay? So don't think that supply drops are just going to drop off the map. I do think that we will be getting a small hint of the supply drop system. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, okay? I just really think that a basic version would be ideal, at least for the rewarding system, or even a set of bounties. I'll take a set of bounties in the headquarters just to get a feel of what it's going to be like, okay? There's no theater mode, trust me, that is affecting the game overall. And these two other companies that we're dealing with here, Sledgehammer Games and Infinity Ward, I don't expect them to perform in the way Treyarch does. With Black Ops 3, they were able to put in theater mode, and that's because they could handle it. They knew how to code it correctly. Now, I'm not saying these guys don't know how to code it correctly, but they're not as experienced when it comes to their game. You know, the three-tiered system that Treyarch's already used to, including zombies. So theater mode, I think, should stay away from these two games each time until they're ready to take that step. The next few things I got here is there's no Clan Wars support. I believe clans will play somewhat of a role here with clan tags and maybe some sort of little system, but when it comes to Clan Wars, having an actual app dedicated to competition happening between clans, that's not coming back. Last time we saw that was Advanced Warfare. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was the companion app is what I believe it was called. Now there's no co-op campaign. This is something I can't stress enough. From the information that I've seen on Call of Duty World War II this year for 2017, there is no co-op campaign. So you will not be able to play with a friend, and apparently it's historically accurate. So the first time you play this, especially, it's all solo, man. All of this is going to be solo. Now it may be subject to change after launch, okay? And this means the same thing with it being historically accurate. It's supposed to be like that at launch. It does hint at DLC changes, which also could bring a co-op experience for the campaign. I wouldn't throw that out. It's definitely possible. Now, in an article done by Eurogamer, Michael Condrey states this: how multiplayer works is when you first start the Call of Duty World War II multiplayer, you'll thrust into headquarters. And this is set in Normandy Beach of D-Day, and the moment where the Allied forces had established a true operational rear base on the Normandy Beach. They had turned it into where soldiers landed into Normandy, and they had go and pick up their gear and go into the mess hall or go into a recreational theater. This is where they would go for the firing range to train and to compete and be social. At headquarters, you can pick up quests, although Call of Duty tends to call them mission challenges. You can visit the recruitment officer, your challenge officer, and your divisions officer to load up on dailies and more. So that hints at bounties straight up, son. You can go and check out the recruitment officer, your challenge officer, or your division officer and load up on dailies and bounties, okay? So that's definitely something awesome that's coming. Your divisions officer may say, hey, it's time for you to head into battle, Condrey says. Go compete in war and be successful and bring that success back, and we'll give you a reward. Some may be social quests. It might be a quest that sends you in a Nazi Zombies experience, or compete in a 1v1 or create your first emblem. Things like this will bring you rewards in headquarters. Now note that he did state that this quest could send you to a Nazi Zombies experience. Very interesting. What do you guys think about that? We gotta talk about that in the comment section. On the main menu, we did see that there is a daily mode. If we go back and just backtrack just a touch, you can visit your recruitment officer, your challenge officer, and your divisions officer, and load up on dailies and more. That does confirm a little bit that bounties are here, fellas. Go compete and be successful and bring them back, and we will give you a reward. This quest may send you into a Nazi Zombies experience. Just at first glance here, fellas, that looks pretty good. That sounds really, really good. The last bit of bonus content is that all players who participate in the World War II beta will receive this bonus content. A helmet and a custom calling card emblem. This is known as the Private Beta Combat Pack. Everybody who participates in the beta does get this and can show it off anytime during the launch on November 3rd. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think Sledgehammer Games is going to perform and take lessons from Infinite Warfare, their bounty system, from Treyarch and what we learned and loved from the repetitive of gaming, coming back for more, the replayability factor? Let me know in the comment section below what you're thinking of Sledgehammer. Are they going to deliver this year? And be sure to subscribe. Turn that bell icon so you don't miss a single video coming out, and I'll see you in the next one. Viollent out.